So we have tried so many different homeschool curriculums over the years. This is my 5th year homeschooling, and we have tried so many different math programs, so many different language arts programs, and I think we have finally narrowed it down to the programs that bring the most joy in our homeschool. A lot of these curriculums my daughter chose because, like I said, we have tried so many different curriculums that these she knows that she likes compared to the other curriculums we've tried. So our homeschool is always changing. Like I said, we've tried so many different things, and I know that even though I feel really good about what I've chosen for this next school year, I'm giving myself leeway to make changes because my children are growing, therefore their methods of learning is changing, and I want to be adaptable to that. And I think it's totally fine to stop and reevaluate if things aren't working, even if they have worked for your family for a long time. I have a lot to show you today. I have math, language arts, history, science, and lots of resources for all those things. So it might seem overwhelming at first, but we are not using all of these things every single day. And a lot of this curriculum we can finish in a month and then move on to something different. The things that I can link, I'll put down below in the description so you can easily find them. So if you're interested to see what we have chose after trying so many different curriculums, stick around and you will see what my daughter chose for her 4th grade year. So I'm gonna first start with language arts. We always start with handwriting. And so we are going to have her do this Zaner Blazer, I always say this company's name wrong, handwriting, but she's gonna do 2C. So she started this last year, but we weren't very consistent and thorough with it. And so I think we're gonna try to be more consistent with her cursive so she can really understand cursive and use it on a day-to-day basis. So we're going to do this daily. Okay, we have used this curriculum from the very beginning and we love it. My daughter never complains to use this curriculum, even though she struggles with this subject. And it is all about reading, so we're super excited. She has started it already. We are just gonna finish this up this year. And so this curriculum just has lots of really fun activities and it makes learning to read really fun for struggling learners. So this is what we use for her. And we're also going to use All About Spelling too. And this is the new edition. It is quite a bit different from the last edition because it has this activity book that is very similar with All About Reading. And so we're really excited to use this because it really breaks down the rules and how to spell certain words and why it's spelled that way instead of just memorizing it. And then these activities really solidify that learning. So I'm really excited to really buckle down on this and get it done. We have started, but it's been a very slow process. So once we finish All About Reading, we'll be able to really focus in on spelling, and I think that will be really good for her. And then for our writing program, I have also used this off and on since the beginning of my homeschool, and I've noticed that when I use this and stick with this for writing, there's no tears, and it's just such a more enjoyable process, and it's just not as hard to get them to write. They don't complain about it, and they're excited to do it. This was something my daughter was really adamant about using for her handwriting, and she chose Partnership Writing from Brave Writer. And so this program is really fun. It just has lots of different projects, writing projects. I think it's got 10, one for every month, I believe. Yeah, 10 writing projects. And they're just fun and light. And this doesn't really go into the mechanics of writing, but it just has fun writing projects to get them writing. So that's why I have in my All About Spelling to really teach the spelling. And then we'll use this just to get her writing. They also have darts, which is, it's like a book study. So they have chapter books, 10 chapter books for the whole year. And so you're supposed to read a chapter book for the month. They'll take a sentence from the book and use that for copy work. So every week you get a new sentence and they will be copying that down each week. and they also have grammar lessons that go with that copy work. So I love that. I love anything that's literature based, anything that's going to get us reading and learning grammar in a fun way. The darts also have really fun activities to learn grammar. So it's just been a low pressure, fun way to learn. I just love the creative activities that they have. The first book that goes with the darts for Brave Writer is Otter, and this book has really good reviews, so I'm really excited to use this along with the dart for our first month of Brave Writer, and I think my kids will really like it too. And so we're really excited about this. My kids love cute animals, so Otter will be a cute, good, fun book to read. Some resources that we use this year for language arts is these Mad Libs. So it's just for fun, just to get us more exposed to different parts of speech. So I think that's a fun way that my daughter can learn that. And I have heard really good things about the Dragon grammar book, and I think this is read kind of like a story. And so I don't really know much about this yet because we haven't used it, but it has chapters and has this fun dragon in here. So I think it'll be a fun way to just supplement our grammar. So we will do all about reading, all about spelling, our handwriting, and our darts every day that we do homeschool. We do homeschool 4 days a week. So we're gonna do those things 4 days a week. And then the Dragon grammar book and the Mad Libs and the partnership writing. This is gonna get its own day. We'll just do this once a week, and then these we'll just kind of supplement whenever we feel like it. Okay, so moving on to math, we have tried, I feel like, just about every math curriculum. I think we switched this in April, and it's been working well for her. The Good and the Beautiful, level 3. So we were using Math UC last year, and then we had to switch because she just wasn't learning those math facts, the multiplication facts, and we were clear into our year, and so I decided to switch to this. And the nice thing about the Good and the Beautiful math is you can take a look at their PDFs online for free. Actually, you can download them for free, and we tried it out for a week and it was a good fit, and so we went ahead and bought the curriculum. And I really like that it goes over time and measurement and fractions on top of reviewing multiple digit subtraction and addition, and goes over multiplication really well. It comes with this math box of manipulatives, which is really fun. So it's been really good for her. And then musical multiplication. This has been really good for helping her memorize those multiplication facts. So I think this is actually the most important thing for us out of this curriculum was the multiplication, and it's helped a lot. And you can just purchase this individually. So we are just sticking with that for our math right now. And then once she finishes up level 3, we'll probably move on to level 4, depending on how she's doing towards the end of this book. And I'm excited about level 4 because it has video lessons. So it will be a lot less hands-on for me, and then I can focus on my younger kids because I have 2 other children that I'm homeschooling as well. Big families, it can be kind of hard to give everyone the attention that they need. So I'm really glad that they have video lessons in the older levels. This is another curriculum that my daughter chose, and she was really excited. She seriously told me that she wanted to start school like tomorrow because she's so excited about this curriculum. And this is for our history. She chose The Story of the World. Sorry for the glare. Story of the World. So this has been really fun. She really likes it, and so do all my other kids, and I like it that I can put all my kids together and teach them history at the same time. So we have just been using the Well-Educated Heart for our history, and if you don't know what that is, I am hoping to make a video about Well-Educated Heart because we use the Well-Educated Heart quite a bit, and it's basically this massive online library of books categorized per topic and subject, and they have a rotation that they go over each month, and it's just been amazing. And we used to just use that for history up until, well, we do up until this next school year. They want to use Story of the World, but Story of the World is fun. They have reading suggestions that go with it, like picture books or even chapter books that go with the lessons. They have a book, it's like a narrative, so you can listen to the story and then answer narration questions. And they also have fun activities in here, and my kids really like the activities, and I think that's why they like this, and they do learn quite a bit from it. So this is what they have chosen for history. So I do think that with a lot of our read alouds, we'll take the Well-Educated Heart books and just read from there, and a lot of it is history. And so this is for their rotation 1, China and India. So this is just an example of Well-Educated Heart and implementing that into our history. It's really just, it's not a curriculum, it's just stories and good literature. So we'll be using this as well as history, just not as structured, just as read alouds maybe before bedtime or during the day. I have also picked up some fun books. I'm really excited about them, from Paper Pie, and we are going to learn about the states and capitals this year. So this is a fun activity book that it's consumable, they can draw and color in these and write answers. So we're gonna be using this to learn their capitals. And then this is also going to supplement learning their states and capitals. This is just such a fun way to learn states and capitals. It's a beautiful book. Each day has a state on there that they can learn about. So it's super easy and simple. I imagine this taking maybe 10 minutes a day. So anything that's simple and gets the job done and is pretty and fun and light and low pressure, where they're understanding what they need to understand, I'm all for. And so I think this will be great for learning states and capitals. So I think they'll be really excited to get these books to go along with it and learn that as well. I got this at a yard sale, and I am not quite sure if it has all its pieces. So we're just gonna have to figure that out while we put it together, and maybe I can make that part of the educational process and ask them what states are missing, if we're missing some. I also found this card game, and it says it teaches geography and state facts. Also says, learn about the USA. How well do you know the states? Match state geography cards with the fact cards to collect the most matches, and use special challenge cards to steal matches from other players. Trivia on each card helps players learn more about the history and culture of the states. It's the funnest card game this side of the Mississippi, no matter which side you're on. So I think that will be fun. I love how you get to steal other players' cards. I think that will be really fun. We like to be competitive in our house. And this game I have heard so many good things about. I'm super excited to pull this out of the box and try it. So I will link all of this stuff down below so that if any of this appeals to you guys, maybe if you're learning states and capitals as well. But I thought this would be fun as well. This is another puzzle, but there are foam pieces, and then I'm trying to work with this glare here. It has flags, I think, that are the capitals or just landmarks. Yeah, there's landmarks and capitals. So just certain things about the states. So I think that with all of these resources, I think it'll just be a light and fun way to learn our states and capitals. And I don't think we'll need a curriculum for that. Just with all of these resources, I think they'll be able to get it down if we just casually do this throughout the year. So I'm excited to learn states and capitals that way. Last but not least is science. And I doubt you have heard about this, because not a lot of people do know about this. But for our science, we are doing this fun curriculum. I'm really excited about it. We've already started, but we're only like on lesson 3 or something. So we're not very far into it. There's about 30 lessons, I believe. But it is Teach Me Health and Homeopathy by Paula Brown. And this is a curriculum that teaches about homeopathy. So if you're interested in teaching your kids about homeopathy, this curriculum is so fun. My kids have already enjoyed the lessons so much, and we haven't gotten too far into it, but the lessons so far are about being safe around medications and how many medications suppress illness and doesn't always solve the problem, although there is a time and place to take medications, but it talks about the benefits of using homeopathy and the very low risk of using homeopathy. So I'm really excited to continue using this. It's also a very Charlotte Mason inspired curriculum because there's a story that goes with it to teach all of the concepts, which is really fun. Okay, and then the Well-Educated at Heart also has lots of books to teach science concepts. So this is for month 1, which starts in September. They focus in on ocean and sea life. So we will just be reading stories in here, and these stories are beautiful. This is out of their nature series, and my kids love these. So I'm excited to read to them casually out of this book as well to learn some science concepts. We just got a lot of space resources to use to go along with the Well-Educated Heart's month of space. So I thought these books were so cute to learn space. So I'm so excited for this. It has these fun pop-ups. So we just love learning through books that make learning so fun. And we could all do it together. My 4th grader, my 2nd grader, and my preschooler, and I think they will all love this. We all just love sitting on the couch and cuddling and learning together. So whatever makes it really fun. So this one is really fun as well. Look inside space. And this one is less of a storyline, but more just educational facts. So Big Book of Stars and Planets. And this one's fun because it has big fold outs in here. We love learning science through books. It's so pretty. And these pages are like really sturdy too, because a lot of them fold out, as you can see. So a lot of them fold out really big. It's very sturdy. So I think this will last through my kids. And then I also got this to go with our science unit, our stars and planets unit, space. And every day we also try to do some memorization or memory work, and it's another resource from the Well-Educated Heart, and it's called their Book of Delights, and it just has these sweet poems and amazing little stories in here that go with the rotation. The rotation just has different subjects per month, but they have sweet little poems to memorize. Can't go wrong with any of the resources that you find on Well-Educated Heart. They all teach good character, and it's all really good high quality literature, which I'm really excited about. They're just fun for our whole family to do when we first start our day. And so we're gonna do memory work from here. So we're also going to do artist study and composer study, and I don't have anything physical to show you from this because we are going to use Ambleside online, and they have a rotation of artists and composers that you can study. And really I just Google about these artists and composers, and we'll listen to their work or we'll look at their work. And if we're doing art, we'll also just recreate their work somehow. So if it's a painting, we'll paint and we'll try to simulate their painting or their mediums that they use or things like that. So we'll just use Google and YouTube to learn about the artist or the composer, and my kids have really enjoyed that. Okay, so that is all of our curriculum that we are going to be using for the 4th grade, and we are so excited. I can't wait for school to start. So I am still waiting on some items of my 2nd grader's curriculum. I am planning on doing a video of what I picked for my 2nd grader as well, and she also helped pick some of her curriculum. So once that comes in, I will make a video about what we are doing with her, and then I will do one for my preschooler as well. So if you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time.